The 777 Money Rule audiobook script opening hook. What if I told you that most people are not broke because they don't make enough money? They're broke because their money has no mission. Every dollar comes in, disappears, and leaves behind stress, confusion, and that quiet panic that shows up at 2 a.m. But what if there were a simple rule, easy enough to remember, powerful enough to change your financial life, that could help you stop reacting to money and start controlling it? This is the 777 money rule, not a gimmick, not magic, not some fantasy where you become a millionaire by next Tuesday. This is a discipline based system designed to help you build stability, momentum, and long term freedom. Chapter 1. The Problem. Nobody talks about. Most people think money problems come from low income. Sometimes that's true, but a lot of the time the real problem is lack of structure. Money without a plan disappears. Money with a system multiplies. That's where the 777 rule comes in. The idea is simple. Every time money comes in, you direct it intentionally into three wealth-building categories: 7% to savings, 7% to investments, 7% to debt reduction or future freedom goals. That's it. 21% of your income gets assigned to building a better future before lifestyle inflation eats it alive. Chapter 2. Why this works. Here's why this rule hits different. It forces you to stop treating money like an emergency and start treating it like a tool. The first 7% goes to savings. This is your shock absorber, your life happened fund. Car repair, covered. Unexpected bill, handled. No more turning every inconvenience into a crisis. The second 7% goes to investments. This is where your money starts learning how to make more money. Index funds, retirement accounts, long-term assets. This is the category that turns effort today into options tomorrow. The third 7% goes to debt payoff or freedom goals. If you have high-interest debt, attack it. If you don't, put it toward a business fund, skill development, or another future-building target. This category is about removing chains or building wings. Chapter 3. Why most people never do this. Because it feels small. People underestimate small percentages. They want dramatic change overnight. They want one giant breakthrough instead of one smart system repeated for years. But wealth rarely comes from one heroic moment. It comes from repeated behavior. 7% doesn't sound sexy, but consistency is where the magic lives. Because the truth is this: a system you can follow beats a perfect plan you abandon. Chapter 4. The Math of Momentum. Let's make this real. If you earn $4,000 a month, 7% is $280. That means $280 to savings, $280 to investments, $280 to debt payoff or freedom goals. That's $840 per month directed with intention. Over 1 year, that's $10,080 moved into financial progress instead of financial drift. And that's before growth, compounding, reduced interest payments, and better financial behavior kick in. This is how normal people start creating uncommon results. Chapter 5. How to start without feeling broke. Now maybe you're thinking, there's no way I can do 21% right now. Fine, start smaller, but start. You can begin with 333-555 or a custom transition plan, then scale towards 777 as your income rises, expenses tighten, or debt falls. The goal is not perfection, the goal is direction, because once your money has direction, your stress starts losing power. Chapter 6. The Identity Shift. This isn't just a budgeting tactic, it's an identity shift. You stop being someone who hopes there's enough left at the end of the month. You become someone who assigns purpose at the beginning. That changes how you think, how you spend, how you plan, how you react, and eventually how you live. Because financial confidence doesn't come from guessing, it comes from systems. Chapter 7. The Hidden Superpower. The hidden superpower of the 777 rule is this: it builds discipline in three dimensions at once. You protect yourself with savings. You expand yourself with investing. You free yourself with debt reduction or future goals. That's not random money management. That's strategic life design. And the longer you do it, the more powerful it becomes. Because every month you follow this rule, you're sending yourself a message. I am building something. I am not stuck. I am not drifting. I am directing. Closing. So no, the 777 money rule is not a secret trick. It's better than that. It's simple enough to remember, flexible enough to start small, powerful enough to change your financial trajectory, not because it makes money appear out of nowhere, but because it makes intention show up where chaos used to live. And that might be the real difference between people who stay trapped financially and people who slowly, steadily, powerfully create freedom. The 777 rule is not about being rich overnight. It's about becoming dangerous to finance.